Not all parts of your body are created equal. Some parts are sacred and should be treated as such. Hello and welcome to this episode on mental and emotional fitness. My name is Shidon Pofu. I'm your personal emotional intelligence detective. If you're new here, welcome to the Fit with Chido family, where we go beyond physical fitness, striving for mental and emotional fitness. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell so that you get notifications. Today, we're going to be talking about sacred parts of your body. Not all parts of your body are created equal. Some parts are more delicate than others. Some parts are more important than others. Some parts you can't live without. Some you can live without. So you need to treat your body as such. The parts that are most sacred are the ones that have a connection to the internal part of your body. So your eyes, your nose, your ears, your mouth, your reproductive openings, these parts, they connect the outside to the inside, and you need to treat them with respect. You need to be careful. And there's 3 things you need to watch out for. The first is, how are you treating these body parts hygiene-wise? Whether it's products that you're using, you need to be careful. The second thing is, who are you allowing to help you when you're not in good health? You especially have to be careful when you go to eye doctors, ENT doctors, gynecologists. You need to be careful because not all doctors are good. That's the first thing. Second thing, not all doctors are interested in your health. They're more interested in reimbursement codes. They're more interested in making more money off of you. And there's very few doctors who would say something like, you don't need surgery, so let's not get surgery. Most doctors would opt to give you surgery because that's more money. So you really need to be careful. Something that I practice when it comes to my health and when it comes to these body parts is, before I allow any health professional to help me with anything, I assess them. I actually make small talk. If it's a doctor's office, I will call before even setting up an appointment, and I'll talk to the receptionist and I'll ask a few questions just to figure out what the vibe is. If it's a place where I can just walk in and talk to them and feel what the vibe is, I also do that. I am very particular when it comes to my health because I've actually seen that doctors can do more harm than good if you're not careful. So when it comes to these parts of your body, you need to be careful when you're choosing doctors. If it means you see 10 doctors before you accept treatment of anything, do so because it's your life. You need to protect yourself. You are precious. The chances of you being born is 1 in tens of millions. So you need to treat your body with respect. All body parts should be treated with respect. Your arms, your legs, everything. But you especially need to be careful when it comes to the body parts that I named, because one small mistake can change the quality of your life forever. One wrong move from a doctor can change the quality of your life forever. You need to be careful. Even when you participate in dangerous hobbies, make sure you're taking safety precautions. You need to wear whatever protective gear is recommended. The thing with these body parts as well is they connect to organs that affect your life. If anything goes wrong in your ear, that can go to the brain. If anything goes wrong in your reproductive openings, that could go into your womb, your reproductive organs. It could affect your whole abdominal cavity. Anything goes into your mouth, that's going to affect your gut. Anything that should not be in your nose goes into your nose. That's your thoracic cavity, your lungs. You need to be careful. You need to be careful with these things. Don't ingest all sorts of things. Don't put all sorts of things in your eyes or your ears. Be careful what you're using in your reproductive area. You shouldn't play games with this. You only have one body. You can't get a second body. And you don't want to live a life where you have to live with a condition because of one wrong decision that you made, not being as careful as you should have been, not doing your research on who you're taking advice from or who you're accepting services from. You just need to be careful. You shouldn't have people experimenting on you, giving you products to experiment on you. You are a very important person in your life, and you should behave as such. Do not take chances when it comes to your health. Here's something else you need to be aware of. Surgery. Surgery creates openings in your body that did not exist. Unless it's a life-threatening situation, avoid surgery. Because once you get surgery, your body is never the same. You're setting yourself up for lifelong issues. Surgery should be avoided if it's not life-threatening. If it's not a situation that you can heal without the surgery. If it's not an emergency. Don't create problems for yourself that you didn't have to begin with. You need to love your body. A lot of people are callous towards their own bodies. They try every new procedure that comes out. It's not necessary for you to do that. You're signing up yourself for lifelong issues. Here's another part of your body that is important. It doesn't necessarily connect to the inside of your body or any organs, but it's your hair. You should be careful about what you put in your hair, who you allow to do your hair, people who you allow to touch your hair. And this is more from an energetic perspective. We are all energetic beings, and we have an energetic field around us, and we carry that energy when we walk into rooms. People can feel it. Energy can be transferred. If you have someone who has bad energy doing your hair, touching your hair, that can transfer into your energetic field, and you don't know how it's going to affect you. So same thing that I do when I'm assessing doctors, healthcare providers, I also make small talk with hairdressers or the salon, and I talk to the person on the front desk. I ask to talk to the person who will do my hair and just make conversation with them before even setting up an appointment. I'll ask them about what I want done, just to understand what kind of a person they are and how I'm feeling in their presence, because I don't want just anyone to touch my hair. Even in public, if anyone tries to touch my hair, I always decline because I don't like it. And so you shouldn't just let anyone touch your hair. If you're walking on the street, someone touches your hair, you should tell them not to touch your hair, because that's personal space invasion. Why are they touching your hair? If you don't want people touching your hair, they shouldn't touch your hair. And you just need to be careful who you're allowing to touch your hair, do your hair, fix your hair up, because your hair is your crown. This is the top of your head. Your hair is the crown of your energetic field. You shouldn't just be allowing people to touch your hair. I've seen people doing playful things where they push each other's heads backwards and all of that. Whilst I can understand you're being playful, these are your friends, I personally don't enjoy that type of play because I find it disrespectful. That being said, this is something to just be aware of, that your hair is your crown. You shouldn't let people touch you on your head for no reason if they're not doing something in your hair. And carry yourself with respect. Think of yourself as something that's precious, that needs to be protected and guarded. And see every part of yourself as delicate and treat it as such. Next week, we will address situations that make sense to extend grace to the other person versus walking away. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell so that you get notifications. My name is Shidon Pofu. I'm your personal emotional intelligence detective, always keeping it real. See you next time.